Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home.
Welcome to Terror Watch News. We're talking about a recent terrorist attack in New Orleans that left 14 people dead. And President-elect Donald Trump's response has raised some eyebrows. The attacker, Shamsuddin Jabbar, was identified as a U.S. citizen and Army veteran who lived in Texas. No foreign nexus was found to be involved in the attack. So, what did Trump say? He tweeted that the attack was because of lax border security, which allowed criminals to freely enter the country. But when we look at the facts, it's clear that this isn't exactly how it went down. The suspect lived in Texas for years before committing the crime, so there's no evidence that a porous border was involved. And, interestingly, Fox News initially reported that the suspect's truck had crossed the border into the United States 2 days earlier, but later corrected their story to say it happened months ago. Despite this, Trump stuck to his narrative. He wrote on social media that criminals coming in are far worse than the criminals we have in our country. But what does that really mean? Well, when you look at Trump's stance on immigration and national security, it becomes clear why he feels this way. He's been vocal about his views on radical Islamic terrorism and his promise to crack down on illegal crossings. And now, with the New Orleans attack, he's tying it all back to the idea that lax border security is a major issue. But critics say that Trump's response was premature and could have led to unnecessary panic in New Orleans when the city was still reeling from the attack. After all, as president-elect, it's his responsibility to make sure what he says is backed up by facts. This incident highlights just how polarized our society has become when it comes to issues like terrorism and national security. And, for Trump, this could be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it reinforces his message about the dangers of radical Islamic terrorism. But, on the other hand, if there are more copycat crimes or similar tragedies under his watch, his critics will have plenty of ammunition to use against him. It's also worth noting that Trump's national security team is still being put through scrutiny by lawmakers. His pick for Defense Secretary and Director of National Intelligence have faced questions over their qualifications, and this incident has only added to the pressure. So, as we look ahead to January 20th, when Trump takes office, one thing is clear: the stakes are higher than ever when it comes to national security. And with the New Orleans attack still fresh in our minds, it's time for America's leaders to get serious about keeping our country safe.